Hello, my beautiful lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Hillary with Hillary's Happy Nails, and today we are doing a fun little Halloween Manny and me chit chat and play along. So I have, I think, 15 questions about all things Halloween, and I thought I would answer them, and you can answer them in the comments if you want to. You can answer a couple of the questions. You can answer all of the questions, however you feel, whatever you feel like doing. That's amazing. Just have fun playing along. And make sure to like and subscribe while we're here. Today, our Halloween Manny is going to be Heather's Hues. And this is Truffle Shuffle, which I picked up in PPU's February 2023. I absolutely love this polish. It is so fun for Halloween. I think it perfectly represents the Goonies, and I can see the Truffle Shuffle when I look at this polish. So today that's what we're going to do. We're going to paint my nails, and I already have a base coat on, so we don't have to wait for that. So I'll get started. So since it's, okay. The first question, if I can get my thoughts organized, and do this at the same time. Let's see if I should zoom in. Hold on one second. Okay, yes, we'll zoom in. So the first question that we are asked today is, do you prefer cute Halloween or scary Halloween? And for this, I answered, I think I like cute Halloween more. I'm more into going to the pumpkin patch and the apple orchard, carving pumpkins, even though it stinks. I'm allergic. I break out. I can't carve pumpkins, but I can join my family while they carve pumpkins. So I really enjoy that. I love decorating. I love the idea of being scared, but I don't actually want to be scared. Does anybody else relate? So I think my answer for spooky or cute Halloween would have to be cute Halloween. Next question is, what is your all-time favorite Halloween candy? And I picked Snickers. I am a Snickers girl. Now, if I don't have Snickers, my second choice is Heath. I guess actually maybe switch that around, but people don't hand out Heath bars at Halloween. They hand out Snickers bars. So, I would definitely say a Snickers bar would be my favorite, my all-time favorite Halloween candy. Next question is, what was your best Halloween costume ever? And I haven't really dressed up as a grown-up for Halloween. I save that for my kiddos. But when I was a kid, when I was younger, I was about 13. It was the verge of being done with trick-or-treating. And I was grapes. So my mom dressed me up in purple sweatpants and a purple sweatshirt. And she pinned balloons purple balloons all over me. And that was pretty fun. I really liked that costume. I thought it was really cute. Maybe I didn't at the time. I look back now and I think it was adorable, but maybe I think at the time I was kind of annoyed by it because it was a little kiddish and I wanted something probably scarier, or cuter, or, because I was into the boys at that point. So I would say it was my grapes costume that was my best Halloween costume ever. The next question is, have you ever had a Halloween fail? Like a costume or makeup gone wrong? And I haven't really ever had that problem. The only thing that sticks out in my mind is when I was about 10 years old and I was in 5th grade. This one's going to be tricky to do. I don't even know how I can do this. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this up in the air. We'll just get you a nice close-up shot. There we go. I was a black cat in 5th grade, and my mom couldn't come to the Thanksgiving parade that they were doing. Halloween. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm focused on painting my nail in the middle of a camera. So, my mom couldn't come to the Halloween parade, so she had dressed me up basically just as a black cat with black sweats and a black sweatshirt and some ears, but she wanted someone to paint my nose and my whiskers on, and I don't think anybody did. I just remember my mom being mad about me not having whiskers and not looking like a cat. So I guess that would have been my Halloween fail. I'm not really sure. So yeah, so that was that. And then the next question is, do you believe in ghosts or the paranormal? And for this, my answer is yes, 1,000%. I do actually believe that I have ghosts in my house. I have had several relatives pass away in my home. I live in the home that my grandparents bought when they were first married. It was passed down to me. So I have had several family members who have passed away in this home, and I feel like they are here watching over me, kind of protecting me. Definitely good angels, good spirits, good ghosts, nothing malevolent or benevolent. Malevolent, nothing bad. So only good ghosties here in this house. So yes, I do believe in ghosts and spirits. So the next question, these are more nail polished themed Halloween questions. So the first one is, if you could design a Halloween nail polish collection, what shades would you include? So I said basically everything sparkly. I love Hollow Taco's crushed hollow formula. I just cleaned that up a little bit. I love Hollow Taco's crushed hollow formula. It's really pretty. So I would do that. And then the shades I think would be dark purple, a bright neon green, definitely a pumpkin orange, and then like a sparkly black polish. So those would be my, that would be my Halloween nail polish collection. What would be in yours? Do you like the crushed hollow formula? I just like the traditional Halloween colors. So next we have black nail polish, classic staple, or only for the spooky season. And I'm going to be honest, I have mentioned this in previous videos. I am not really a black nail polish wearer. I love it for nail art, but I don't tend to reach for it just to paint my nails. So I have to say it's more for spooky season for me personally. But yeah, so black nail polish, spooky season. There we go. Do you prefer glittery nails for Halloween or creepy nail art? And I had a hard time answering this question because I want it all. I want glittery nails and I want to put nail art on top of it. So I did that a lot this month. I used glittery nail polishes as my base, and then I stamped, nothing crazy, I just stamped over them little ghosts or, something simple. So I kind of had the best of both worlds. Gonna clean this up here real quick because we want to make sure it doesn't dry and then pull. If you ever get nail polish on your skin, make sure to get it off right away because after it dries, it's gonna pull on your other polish, so you don't want that to happen. All right, so that was those answers. And then, boop, 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 boop. Would you rather? So, oh wait, hold on. I'm in two different places. Okay, so next question. If you had to pick just one Halloween color to wear all October, what color would it be? And I picked purple, a dark, vampy, aubergine, eggplant purple would be my pick to wear as my polish all month. Something almost maybe in like a Crelly formula, how they make the dark reds in kind of a Crelly formula. That's what I would choose. All right, get this in frame. Sorry, my hand's shaking because it's hard to not shake when you're floating in the air. There we go. All right, let's focus on this for 1 second and then I'll get back to the questions. This polish is so pretty. Okay, so then what is your favorite Halloween stamping plate or design motif? For this question, I said I have so many Halloween plates. So I did 2 coats on both hands and that's all I'm gonna do. So I have so many Halloween plates from both Maniology and Uber Chic Beauty that it's hard to pick just one, but I think my favorite nail art that I did this month were cobweb spider nails that I did for Instagram. I'm not going to show them in this video. I'm going to show them in my what I wore last, in October. So you'll see that next month unless you check out my Instagram. So, yeah, so those were my favorite. That's my favorite Halloween motif is cobwebs and spiders, I guess I would say. So then we have some would you rather questions. Well, I put on my out the door top coat, my absolute favorite. It's nice and plump and juicy. So would you rather spend the night in a haunted house or a corn maze at midnight? I picked the corn maze at midnight. I would not like being lost, no, but I like the idea of being able to look up at the night sky and see all of the stars in the night sky. In my imagination, my cornfield is out in the middle of nowhere where there's no lights and trees and electricity to get in the way of you seeing the sky. So that was, I would rather have a corn maze at midnight. The next question is, would you rather get a jump scare or watch a slow, creepy movie or a slow, creepy ghost story? So I'd prefer a slow, creepy ghost story, but I would like them to throw in just one jump scare. I don't want to be freaking out the whole time, but if they throw in one good jump scare, that's all they really need. So I would prefer a slow, creepy movie with like one good jump scare. Next, if you could only pick one Halloween movie every year, which would you pick? And this was so hard because honestly, there are so many incredible Halloween movies out. Between family friendly and scary, I had a hard time deciding, but I landed on Casper. I think Devon Sawa is just absolutely adorable. And he was so cute as Casper when they are dancing at the end. Sorry for spoiling a 30-year-old movie. He says, can I keep you? And she realizes it's him or something. I can't remember exactly what happens, but I know he says, can I keep you? And it's just so sweet. I love it so much. So I picked Casper as my absolute favorite Halloween movie. Then if I had to choose between being a witch, a vampire, or a ghost for a day, which one am I picking? I chose ghost so I can listen to people's conversations. I want to know what they're saying about me. And then I think it would be kind of fun to like mess with people and move, not in a mean way, but like move objects. So like, you know, your glasses were on the counter and now they're on the table. Like, how did they get there? Just like silly stuff like that. Nothing mean or like vengeful or anything like that. But I just think it'd be funny to like pull pranks, I guess. And then the very last question is trick or treat. Which are you more likely to do? Hand out candy or go trick-or-treating if it was still socially acceptable? Because I am 46. I don't think I can go trick-or-treating unless I'm with a child. I can't just hand over a bag and say, give me candy. But I said I really honestly pick hand out candy because I love seeing all the kiddos in their costumes. I think they're just so adorable, especially the little itty bitty ones going around for the first couple of times and they're really nervous and they don't know what to do and they don't know what to say and they're just so sweet. I just love it. So that would be hand out candy instead of trick-or-treating. So in conclusion, all right, my spooky friends, that's it for today's Manny Me Halloween chat. Now I need to know, are you team cute Halloween or team creepy Halloween? Drop it in the comments. I'll give you one more close-up of our polish. Let's zoom in. She is absolutely stunning. Look at that shimmer and glitter. I'm obsessed. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Stay spooky, stay polished, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.